A game design process should be inclusive to ensure participation of any youngster taking part in it. Plus, it's a powerful tool to attract and involve vulnerable youth, and it allows us to approach topics such as inclusion, participation, and critical thinking. This video is for educators willing to use game design with a group to advance in this direction. Hey, but what is inclusion? Inclusion is understood here as the promotion of the participation of all people involved in a learning process, removing participation barriers for individuals and groups with lesser opportunities, and taking diversity among them as an asset. 10 skills to facilitate a process of game design for inclusion. Facilitating an inclusive game design process is not an easy task for educators. A small-scale research helped us to identify a set of 10 skills, knowledges, attitudes, and behaviors that are needed. You can start reflecting on your strengths and weaknesses, knowledge of the game design methods, flexibility and adaptability, creativity, communication, management skills, empathy, respect, patience, critical thinking, and problem solving. Key points to make inclusion analysis. You will also need some tools to analyze if a process or a game is inclusive. 3 C's. A meaningful participation lives in a space of flow where challenge, connection, and capacity of the participants are balanced. The process. Need analysis. The facilitator in a game design process should start by analyzing the context and the group that will participate in it. What are their capacities, their motivations, their opportunities, and their backgrounds? You need to know the group for taking affirmative measures. Understanding the needs and abilities of individual participants will let you provide opportunities in the game design process for everyone, with its own abilities and experiences. Game design preparation. So, it comes the game design preparation. You should set the aims of the process and prepare the activities. The methodology models research, available on the link above, shows that there are many different options, possibilities, and models on implementing a game design process. When preparing your activity, try to provide the structure, but also leave enough flexibility for adaptation. Challenge your participants, starting by playing an existing game and then reflecting on it to understand its dynamics is usually a good icebreaker for the participants. Remember that playing also reinforces inclusion and group cohesion. Promote diversity in the groups that are going to be designing a game. Consider the skills, attitudes, and motivations of the participants. Then, design opportunities for participants in order to use their diverse competences as well as to develop them further. Design spaces and interventions that assess group participation level and ensure everyone's participation. Implementation of the game design activity. Some advices for this step are: take participants' needs into consideration, be ready to manage possible arise of frustration when difficulties arrive and to help youngsters to transform it into learnings. Give clear and direct messages. Be flexible. Avoid to put too much pressure. Take part of the activity. Mediate if there are conflicts within the members of a group. To sum up, support the participants. Even if it doesn't need to be, usually a game design activity has the clear task to create a working prototype of a game. However, putting the focus in the whole process can be much more interesting from a point of view of inclusion and competences acquired. Testing, reflecting, and evaluation. Game design generates a great amount of learning along the way, expressed with the competences acquired. Putting the experiential learning cycle in the center of the methodology improves the learning of the participants and makes them aware of it. We identified 12 key inclusion competences that young people can develop through a process of game design. These are personal and social competences. Personal competences: creativity, resilience, problem solving, adaptability, communication, and critical thinking. Social competences: collaboration, involvement, respect, empathy, democratic decision-making, and active citizenship practices. Not every process of creating a game with a group of young people will lead to development of all of them. When preparing to dive into creating games with groups, you can focus on one or several of them. Reflecting and evaluating is also essential to understand the strengths and weaknesses of the implementation done by an educator. Among other things, the group and yourself as facilitator should deliberate to know if all the participants have felt included and the reasons why. Many learnings arise at the end of any process. With all these learnings, we encourage you to keep implementing game design in your work with youth. Good luck! For more resources or information, you can visit our website.